You may not be aware of this, but your birthday is more than simply a number. The spiritual teachings you must learn and your karma are contained within its profound secrets. In this video, we'll show you how the teachings of Buddhism explain how your soul's purpose, benefits, and difficulties are shaped by the day you were born. In light of what you are about to learn, your entire perception of your fate may be shaken. Brace yourself for the unexpected. Listen up if you've recently come to terms with the fact that you keep drawing the same kinds of people and experiences into your life and would like to learn how to break free of these destructive karmic cycles so that you can bring more joy, abundance, and love into your life's path. Imagine if I told you that your past numerical data holds the key to a better future. As time goes on, an increasing number of people are realizing that their birth numbers contain the secret to achieving inner harmony and enlightenment. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and post a challenge comment below to make sure you don't miss any more life-changing stuff. In order to start raising your vibration right now, I'm attracting positive energies into my life. The concept of karma is often misunderstood. Many people think it is simply a cause and effect law, a kind of automatic punishment or reward for a person's actions. However, Buddhist teachings show us that karma is much deeper. It is an accumulation of energies shaped not only by physical actions, but also by the intentions, thoughts, and emotions we carry throughout our lives. From the moment of birth, each person already brings with them a karmic field, a set of tendencies and lessons that need to be understood and worked on. And why is this so important? Because understanding your karma can be the key to unlocking a more harmonious and fulfilling life path. When we understand the karmic influences we bring with us at birth, we can make more conscious decisions aligned with our spiritual purpose. Imagine if you could identify the negative patterns that keep repeating in your life, and instead of just reacting to them, you could transform them into opportunities for personal growth and evolution. Buddhist masters teach that karma is not a sentence. In fact, it is an invitation to transformation. It is not about punishment from past lives, but an opportunity to refine the soul and evolve spiritually. By recognizing these karmic patterns, you can start adjusting your actions and thoughts so that your present and future align with the best version of yourself. So stay tuned and ask yourself, what might your karma be trying to teach you? In this video, we will guide you on a path of deep self-knowledge so you can identify and work on these energies in your life using the transformative power of Buddhist teachings. This is the moment to open your mind and connect with the ancient wisdom that can finally bring the answers you seek. To understand what your karma says about you, we need to calculate your karmic number. This number is like a guide that reveals the challenges and lessons you must face in this life. And the good news is that calculating this number is very simple. You just need to use your date of birth. Let's do it together now, clearly, so no one is left with doubts. First, you will need your complete date of birth, the day, month, and year. Let's use an example to make everything easier. Suppose someone was born on July 15th, 1990. The first step is to look at the number of the day here in our example. The day is 15. To simplify this number, we need to add the two digits together. So we add 1 plus 5, which gives us 6. If you were born on a single-digit day, like 7 for example, you already have the number and don't need to add anything. But whenever it is a two-digit number like 23, 11, or 18, you will add the two numbers to get a single digit. Now, let's move on to the month. July is the 7th month of the year, so the number for the month is 7. We can stop there because the number is already a single digit. But you'll have to add the digits if your birthday falls in October, November, or December. That's 10, 11, or 12, respectively. While adding up the numbers for October 10, for instance, we get 1. While adding up the numbers for November 11, we get 111 plus 1, which is 2, and so on. Now that we have the month and day, we may go on to the year of birth. The year 1990 is used in our example. All 4 digits must be added together in this case. To get 10, we add 1 plus 9, and then we add 10 to the following 9. And finally, we add 19 to the last 0, leaving us with 19. We must simplify it again because 19 is still a two-digit number. Since 10 is likewise not a single-digit number, We can simplify it by adding 1 and 0, which gets us 1. Similarly, we can add 9 to get 10. Consequently, the year's total is 1. Now that we have the day, month, and year reduced numbers, we can put them together. Daily, weekly, and monthly totals were 6, 7, and 1, respectively. In our case, 7 plus 6 equals 13, and 13 plus 1 equals 14. We have to simplify it again because 14 is still a 2-digit number. Your karmic number is 5, which is the consequence of adding 1 and 4. The meaning of the numbers 1 through 9 varies, reflecting the lessons and difficulties that people face throughout their lives. As a spiritual guide, knowing your karmic number can help you make sense of your life's patterns, obstacles, and talents, as well as the ones you should work to develop. We will explore the deeper meaning of your karmic number now that you know how to calculate it. From 1 to 9, every number has its own set of characteristics, challenges, and spiritual lessons that can be used to understand your life's journey. Let's take a look at each one to find out what your karmic number says about you. If your karmic number is 1, it means that you're on a path to discovering who you are and how to lead others. People with this number tend to be innovative, pioneering, and trust their own judgment. Those with this number learn to take charge of their own life, relationships, and careers, but they must also learn to balance their independence with the need to collaborate and respect others. The fundamental lesson associated with this number is that you must learn to trust your own judgment. At times, you could feel that you're going against the grain, or that you have to do something special to be noticed. This could make you feel alone and like you have to work harder than everyone else to make it as a musician. When you realize that leadership is about more than just being first or best, but about encouraging others to do the same, you will experience true transformation. The danger of succumbing to pride and selfishness is a prevalent difficulty for those with karmic number 1. True cooperation is often hindered when people feel the need to be autonomous and pursue their own paths, which can lead to a disconnection from others around them. Learning to pay attention to other people and appreciate the benefits of teamwork are 2 skills that everyone should cultivate. The takeaway here is that success is a team sport. Number 1 also requires a steady mix of doing and not doing. Impulsive decisions or giving up too soon can be caused by impatience and the desire for immediate results. It is essential for those with this energy to learn to be patient and have faith in the process. The key to making a dramatic change in your life is realizing that the hallmark of an effective leader is a capacity for perseverance and the bravery to start over when things become tough. Your life is all about relationships, cooperation, and harmony if your karmic number is 2. The two-faced person is often very perceptive of other people's emotions, even when they don't express them verbally. Being sensitive is a trait that may be both an asset and a liability. Even though it may be difficult at times, the energy of the number 2 is calling you to be an innate mediator, helping people connect with one another and finding common ground when disputes arise. The second lesson is that power is found in vulnerability. If you're someone who values peace and harmony, you could find that you put your personal demands on the back burner or avoid arguments at all costs. To be truly harmonious, though, you must be truthful about how you feel and prioritize your own needs without letting anyone else's dictate your priorities. Finding a balance between being forceful and sensitive in communication is difficult. Many people who are born with a number 2 struggle with feelings of inadequacy or rejection. Their uncertainty may cause them to seek approval from others or depend too much on them. The key to overcoming this is learning to value yourself for what you are, rather than for what other people think of you. True change happens when you understand that the power to persevere comes from having a firm grasp on who you are and what you're capable of, no matter what challenges you face. Number 2 also stresses the significance of maintaining a healthy emotional equilibrium. You can provide harmony to others around you, but you must first master the art of self-protection. Essential practices include meditation, times of seclusion, and nurturing connections that nourish the spirit. The capacity to love oneself without conditions is the source of all other forms of unconditional love. Creative expression and communication will play a significant role in your life if your karmic number is 3. People with this number tend to be naturally gifted communicators and exude an upbeat, energetic vibe. If you have a gift for expression, you could be very good in painting, writing songs, or anything else that lets people hear your ideas. Discipline and concentration are necessary companions to this boundless creative capacity, though. For people born under the number 3, the biggest obstacle is striking a balance between being inspired and taking concrete action. Many times, ideas can strike in a burst, but if you can't consistently put them into action, they might as well stay on paper. You might discover that you start a lot of projects at once but never get around to finishing any of them. The moral of the story is to be self-disciplined enough to finish what you start, even when you're not that excited about it anymore. 3 is also associated with the art of conversation and the cultivation of satisfying interpersonal bonds. One of your strongest suits is your people skills, but if you aren't careful with your energy, they may become a liability. Always keep an open mind and heart, and pick your words carefully so they may encourage rather than discourage. Realizing that genuine communication is a two-way street is a transformative realization. The significance of not taking life too seriously is highlighted by the number 3, which also highlights the value of joy and lightness. Being able to make people laugh and smile is a talent, but you should never use it as a crutch to avoid dealing with serious problems. A fulfilling life is achieved when one strikes a balance between carefree living and serious responsibilities. Your existence is deeply rooted in the quest for stability, order, and security if your karmic number is 4. Those born under the sign of the builder, the number 4, endeavor to lay solid groundwork in all facets of their lives, from professional partnerships to familial ties. They are driven to succeed by putting in long hours and following through no matter what, but their methodical nature makes them prone to being unyielding and uncompromising. The 4th life lesson is the importance of striking a balance between stability and adaptability. Life is full of cycles, and you may find it easy to resist change and cling to your current way of doing things. Learning to adjust to changing circumstances while keeping your priorities straight is an essential element of navigating life's many cycles. This situation calls for a combination of planning and organization skills with a healthy dose of spontaneity. The need to be in charge at all times is a common challenge for those born under the number 4. As if the weight of the world were pressing down on your shoulders, this can cause persistent stress and feelings of being overwhelmed. Liberating things can happen as you learn to trust other people, delegate tasks, and let go of control a bit. A person's capacity to be resilient in the midst of hardship is just as important as their stability when it comes to achieving true transformation. Finding a happy medium between work and play is another lesson the number 4 imparts. Overworking or perfectionism may result from your fixation on creating a stable life for yourself. It's important to keep in mind that the journey through life is as important as the destination, regardless of how much you accomplish or construct. To live a well-rounded and satisfying life, it is crucial to make time for relaxation, enjoyment, and the pursuit of your passions. If 5 is your karmic number, you are being led on a path of self-discovery, transformation, and excitement. Individuals born under the 5th house tend to be driven by a thirst for adventure, personal growth, and freedom. New experiences captivate their restless and inquisitive spirit. They feel an irresistible pull toward adventure and anything that shakes things up. Your goal should be to become more adaptable and receptive to new experiences so that you can grow from the challenges that life throws at you. But with this incessant need for change comes the difficulty of figuring out how to strike a balance between independence and accountability. A valuable lesson for people born under the 5th house is that being truly free means more than simply being able to come and go. It also means being able to gracefully and intelligently adapt to any circumstance. Staying put for a long time can make you feel trapped, but your growth is teaching you that sometimes stability is what you need to lay the groundwork for an even bigger adventure down the road. Fifthly, it's not easy to control your impulses and stay committed. In projects and relationships alike, the incessant demand for change can cause a lack of depth. It's simple to start anything new but never get around to finishing it because boredom sets in. To maintain a steady equilibrium with this dynamic energy of motion, one must learn to concentrate and follow through. True change happens when you can hold on to the thrill of an adventurous spirit while still growing roots that will support you much more. The value of living in the now, rather than planning for the future, is emphasized in the fifth lesson. Seeking out your true identity and learning to make meaningful and fulfilling use of your newfound freedom is the best journey there is. The most profound revelation can come from appreciating the significance of the mundane, of quiet reflection, and of true human connection. The essence of your life's work, according to your karmic number 6, is striking a harmony among duty, love, and helping other people. Care and harmony that nurtures our number 6. People with this number tend to be the protectors and caregivers of others. The essence of the number 6 is all about establishing a secure and caring atmosphere, be it at home, in the neighborhood, or in any other social circle. Still, it's not always easy to put others before yourself when you're so eager to help them. Learning to give and receive is the most crucial lesson for number 6. A propensity to overextend oneself, putting one's own needs on the back burner, may be present. When you try to fix everyone else's problems, you could end up causing more emotional stress for yourself. To properly care for other people, you must first be well with yourself. This is the struggle. First, learning to set reasonable boundaries and say no when it's required is the first step toward genuine unity. The sixth issue is that you have a propensity to be too idealistic in your relationships. You run the risk of setting unrealistically high expectations for yourself or other people. Because of this, you may experience annoyance and letdown. Realizing that you and everyone else are fallible human beings is the lesson. Accepting one's imperfections as learning opportunities and learning to love without conditions are the keys to transformation. Another lesson that the number 6 imparts is the significance of loving oneself. You may neglect your own emotional well-being in your haste to lend a helping hand. Finding delight in life's pursuits and engaging in self-care practices like meditation are crucial for balancing the energy of this number. The pursuit of enlightenment, wisdom, and spiritual insight is intricately interwoven with your life if the karmic number is 7. 7 is the number associated with intellectuals and mystics. People with this number are naturally introspective, questioning, and constantly seeking the deeper meaning of life. Your mission is to uncover the mysteries of existence, whether through study, meditation, or spiritual exploration. However, this quest for depth can bring challenges of isolation and disconnection from the world around you. The main lesson for number 7 is learning to balance the search for knowledge with the practical experience of life. There may be a tendency to get too caught up in the world of ideas and concepts, neglecting the importance of living in the present moment. Sometimes you may feel disconnected from people because you are always searching for something deeper. The challenge here is to use what you learn to enrich your interactions and experiences in the real world. The number 7 also carries the challenge of trust in your search for hidden truths. You may become overly skeptical or reserved, not letting people get close. Learning to open your heart and trust others even without all the answers is an important step in your spiritual journey. True transformation occurs when you realize that wisdom is not only in the words of the wise but also in the simple experiences of everyday life. Furthermore, number 7 teaches about the importance of balance between mind and spirit. While it's easy to get lost in books, studies, or spiritual practices, the real growth comes from finding ways to incorporate what you've learned into your daily life through quiet reflection, meditation, and contemplation. Finding a balance between knowing and being is just as challenging as actively participating in life and sharing what you've learned with others. Your life is defined by the relentless quest of power, success, and material achievement. If your karmic number is 8, the energy of the number 8 is one of drive, initiative, and the capacity to give physical form to lofty aspirations. Those born under this number are meant to take charge and make a mark. You are very capable of excelling in corporate finance and any field that demands focus and long-term planning. Nevertheless, substantial obligations and difficulties accompany all this potential. Use authority with discernment and honesty. That is the lesson of the number 8. In our relentless pursuit of achievement, it's easy to lose sight of the importance of the process along the way. Obsessive focus on power, wealth, or status can lead to a loss of perspective on what's truly important in life. Striking a balance between worldly prosperity and personal development is the real difficulty here. Dealing with loss is another difficulty that many people with the number 8 face. Those in authoritative or responsible roles are more likely to experience the ups and downs of life. Learning to view adversity not as a failure, but as a chance for personal improvement is the key to enduring change. Being resilient is a crucial life lesson. Not only are your accomplishments important, but so are the lessons you learn on the way. Number 8 also stresses the significance of thankfulness and generosity. Always keep in mind the importance of giving back to the world as you attain success. Your influence can be used for good, you can perform acts of charity, or you can assist others in developing their potential. The genuine blessing of karmic wisdom is this: kindness and purpose. Your karmic number would be greatly appreciated. Post the digit you came up with in the comments and find out how many others share your karma. Join me in creating a space where people can learn from one another and share their stories, wins and setbacks along the way to self-discovery. Who knows, you might meet someone going through the same thing or who has an amazing story to share. If you found this content helpful and would like to continue exploring topics that promote spiritual growth and help you understand your life's purpose, then please subscribe, like, and share the video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Keep an eye out for our upcoming video, where we'll go even further into the various paths to spiritual progression. If you're prepared to take your journey of transformation to the next level,